Welcome, California, to the show that everybody's talking about called He Said, She Said with my beautiful wife today. Our daughter, Robin, is doing really important stuff.
She's doing very important stuff. There's competition cheer coming up.
And the hair, and
we've got to do
practicing
the hair.
with the
We've
hair.
got to do the makeup. We've got to practice our routines. And right now, she's invested in wristbands, ankle bands, elbow bands.
Do you think she's listening to the show?
I hope you're listening, Robin.
We miss you.
It's not the same without you,
that's
for sure.
It's not the same. No.
Yeah, there's every bandage that could possibly be made. Our granddaughter now has.
And do you think our granddaughter's listening to the show?
No, I do not.
No. Okay.
She's still in. She just got out of school.
All right. So our show is about my wife and I talking about, well, probably the same things that you're talking about, except we have a live microphone, Justin. Do you realize in the entire United States, I think there's something like 10,000 radio stations. And I don't think there's anybody on 10,000 radio stations that do a husband and wife other than us.
They're smart.
No, why are they smart? No, I love you. I love you, and
challenging.
I like
it's a challenging process.
Well, we've been together. We're going to open up the show.
So news and facts that nobody cares about. Robin, I miss you already. How am I going to keep this guy on point?
All right, here we go. This is an amazing fact, but as I thought about it, more than 50% of the people in the world have never made or received a telephone call. But you know what?
What?
Well, think about all the people that live in countries like Africa and...
Countries, huh?
Countries.
Isn't Africa a country? Africa a country? Africa.
We do English lessons, and then we do geography lessons,
Africa.
Right?
Well, how many people...
Africa's a continent.
Oh, it's a continent?
Yes. There's lots of countries within the continent of Africa.
I didn't do well.
Didn't do well.
I didn't do well in history. Okay, so it's a continent. Okay.
Did you learn something?
No, nothing. All right, so how about this? 13% of Americans actually believe that some parts of the moon are made out of cheese.
No. And how old is that percentage?
I
like
don't know.
4?
I don't know. I love these facts. In every episode, this is one of my favorite we still watch it once in a while. Seinfeld. This is kind of like what our radio show's about. In every episode of Seinfeld, what was in the background in every single episode?
Cereal boxes.
No, close. There was something, a little icon. I'll give you a clue. It was a famous icon, Superman.
Where was it?
I don't know. You have to look for it. You have to.
It was in his apartment.
Here.
It had to be in his apartment.
In every episode of Seinfeld, there's
which was
Superman,
always in his apartment. Are you like
Superman
listening
somewhere?
here?
All right, we're done with news. And
okay.
facts. All right. So, what do you want to talk about today?
I want to talk about. The 12. See, I'm being interrupted already.
The 12 days. The 12
He's
days.
He's taking advantage of the fact that Robin's not here.
I darn right am. I just want to let you know that the NSA, the United States government, and the FCC and every federal agency is monitoring our show today. I just want you to know. So if that makes you nervous.
Not at all.
Okay. All right. So,
I've been under worse scrutiny.
We do want to say this. We do love the IRS. We do want to say that. All right. Let's start the show.
Okay. The 12 days of football, sports in American households. Help me, help me, help me. I've spent 12 days watching football. 12 days. And that included a trip to San Francisco to Levi Stadium, watching San Francisco and Atlanta.
And
how was that?
My beautiful wife is not as enamored with the architecture as I was. I mean, to see this mammoth building and that we built this thing. I mean, first of all...
You had nothing to do with it.
You're right. But I would love to meet the architect. I mean, who are the brains that goes into this?
It's engineering. It was an engineering feat. It's an amazing stadium. It's really wonderful. But we took our grandson, who is an avid Atlanta Falcons fan.
Yep.
Unfortunately, they didn't really show up.
And and we've been to the Stanford Stadium. We've been to a Ducks Stanford. The people of San Francisco are so courteous.
Believe it or not, you would think they would not be, but they're kind, they're courteous.
They are. I mean, he's wearing his Falcons jacket right in the middle of 60,000,
No problem. No problem.
And people were nice.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
But let's go back to the topic of
12 days of football.
12 days of football. We had Thursday night football, we had Friday night football, then we had the weekend football, and then for some reason last week we had 5 days of college football, and then we left for San Francisco. And not only do we go and spend hours watching the Falcons lose, we go back to the hotel. We can't go out to dinner. We have to order room service
Philly's
because there's
on.
more games on.
Eagles were playing Sunday night, the Cowboys, and we won.
How can anybody watch that much football?
So if you want to call in, the number is 555. No.
And
What do you want? What do you want? You want sympathy? What do you want out of this conversation?
diamonds,
Oh, okay.
diamonds, something. What
You
are
deserve-
women? Wait, what are women supposed to do? Is this not bordering on obsessive compulsive behavior?
Where's the compulsive come in? Obsessive, I could get. I
Well,
could
you
see.
compulsively watch. Oh, tonight there's another game.
No, but we've got the
13
big
days of
We've got the big
football.
debate on tonight, so no.
So what are you
football
going to do?
I'll watch the debate. I'm curious.
No, he's going to surf back and forth.
No, not tonight. I honor you tonight with the.
I don't want to watch the debate.
Too bad.
Yeah, here we go.
You got to stay
No
informed.
control.
You have to stay.
I read. I'll read about it tomorrow.
You have to stay informed.
I would prefer to read about it. You like to watch it because you like to talk. You're a verbal kind of guy. Mm-hmm. I'd actually rather read about it so that I can kind of interpret it myself.
What do you think the fascination is with that I have to hold on to the TV remote? Justin, do you have that same affliction?
That has to be a control thing, right?
Well, yeah.
You
I mean,
think?
it's a male thing. What guy would surrender? I'd like to meet the guy that surrenders the remote control to his.
What are you so afraid of?
I don't know. I'm saying I need a shrink.
We've got 5 or 6 TVs. We've got them in every room and outside.
I think my fear is you're going to put on like some cooking show. I think
you love cooking shows.
Okay, my next fear.
What's your next fear?
Maybe a travel show. I don't know. Something.
No.
A fireman show.
Oh, now that would be good.
Something.
I would like
that.
a fireman
I don't know.
show.
That'd be interesting to get some counseling as to why I'm going to hold on the remote. You're not getting the remote.
I'm never getting the remote.
No, you're not getting the remote.
Yeah.
I've got the remote.
That's why I go upstairs.
Oh, my God. All right. So if you want to call in, the number is.
Look. We have a visitor.
Yeah,
Look,
we have a
visitor who's also saying.
Grab a mic there, girl. Grab a mic.
He's also saying the remote's mine.
Are you kidding? How did you do that?
Carl gives you. Carl allows
What
you.
choice does he have?
Are you
What
There's
choice
other
does-
TVs in the room, in the house. Many.
really? Is
With many
Carl
remotes.
in the building?
If he wants to
Because he's turned in his man card.
Well, that's too bad.
If you're listening to the show,
if he's choosing
Carl.
to be in the room that I'm in, that's his choice. My remote.
I'm liking that.
Yeah. Well, she's,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we've got TVs
And
in every
football.
room, and I just go.
But wait a
where I
second.
can
You
control
just
it.
got back. Time out. You just got back.
Yeah,
Didn't
that
you
was,
go?
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. So tell us. So the two newest. Well, yeah, the two newest stadiums are Levi Stadium and your stadium, Dallas.
AT&T.
Yeah. How was that?
It was. We've been to the San Francisco one.
You want to speak right directly in the microphone.
Thank you.
No, I want to hear about Dallas. Seriously.
Dallas was
Did you
amazing.
sit in the box?
Yes,
So,
and it was amazing.
so Jerry Jones was in the box.
No, Jerry Jones was. in
Oh,
the box
I'm sorry. You're at Lori.
Yes.
The other side.
Yeah. So So
the Philly side.
the Philly side.
I was
yes.
born in Philly.
So this is what's a real bummer. They sit and they don't make any emotions. And I'm the soccer mom that kicks my legs and does.
So you were all over the
fails
place.
My arms.
So, but
and
give
you were
us.
flailing.
Well,
Tell us
see-
how the big time works. So do you have like a cook or a chef in the suite?
No, but any kind of food that you want.
You just
Kind
order
of like
and they bring
flying
it.
first class.
Right versus
Yeah.
coach.
Yeah. So we flew to the game coach.
versus the hot dog.
You know, I'd rather fly coach and watch the game first class.
I would rather
Oh.
fly first class, and I don't care where I watch the game.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's a
Seriously.
tough one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather fly. Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
You know, last week.
You're both first class kind of girls.
Yeah,
Heck
but I'm in the
yes.
back of the boat most of the time. I have flown first class, and it's very hard to get over.
So,
once
all right.
you experience it.
So this is the
so
fir-
I can print it up, but yeah.
Was
Yeah.
this the first time you saw the stadium?
Yes, and
So-
it was amazing, and the people were amazing, and the food was amazing, and being on the field was amazing. People were not jerks.
Yeah.
And it was an amazing experience. Now, last week, Bradley Cooper, the actor, was in the box.
He's like one of my favorites. One
With
of my
them.
all-time
But you weren't
favorites.
there
This
last week.
Right, and I wasn't there last week, but this week it was Jerry Seretti Goldman was there.
Who?
Me.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, me. And so I've only been to one game where they've lost. So I'm kind of like a lucky charm. So they would love me to
Nice.
travel with
No
the
kidding.
team. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
maybe they're going to pick you up for the...
Well, you're cute enough to be a Dallas cheerleader.
Not so much, but what an experience. So when they show, because we were having people text,
They showed the owner.
They showed us, and I was on TV. But
Nice.
they sit there, and I understand why. They're very stone-faced, because Jeff was getting upset with some of the calls
Well, it was
Sunday
a
night.
tough
There was a couple bad calls.
We watched the game. It
Yeah.
was tough.
Of course we did.
But of course, yeah. Yeah. Watching and being in the stadium are two different things. But
Yes.
it was very tough because my legs and arm go.
How
with
did
the
you
game.
control yourself?
I didn't.
Oh,
so
and
I'm
why should
wondering-
you, right?
I'm wondering what was on TV, but I understand why they have to be stone-faced because my arms and legs were actually moving and my.
You're
That's
funny.
hilarious. Yeah, I was
You
doing-
are funny. But
That's hilarious.
But you were enamored with the architecture like I was with Levi Stadium. I mean, to see these mammoth buildings is just
Well, you know, when we
unbelievable.
were in San Francisco, we had a bad experience getting out of the parking lot. It took
At
hours.
Levi's?
No. Because of Carl, we stayed. Carl said, "Stay at the Hyatt."
Right
we
next
were,
door, so
walked.
you walked, yeah.
Oh, we walked.
Well,
It
it
was
took us
amazing.
a couple hours, so it kind of blew. It was the only game I'd ever.
you didn't
gone
stay
to.
at the Hyatt. Why is it?
No, because Carl's brother lives up there. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Literally just walked. It took us 15 minutes.
Yeah, but this stadium in
Perfect.
Dallas is
Now, how did you get to the stadium? Limo?
no a little rental Kia, smallest car I've ever been in my life.
So I mean,
I drove.
You drove.
Yeah.
Well,
Carl Victor.
how was the traffic?
Everything was amazing. Getting
Really?
in and out. It's a huge. Yeah.
It's
They've got it
Arlington, right?
Dallas.
Yeah.
The stadium's in
I don't
Arlington.
know.
Yeah.
They've got
Yeah.
it dialed in. There's many entrances. It's like a city. It's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not-
Well, that's
Levi's
right. It's
not
a
that
city
way.
within a city.
Yeah, Levi's
Beautiful
not that
city, and the area where all the where the boxes are is incredible.
So after the game, do you stay
I
around?
got the heck out because it was way past my bedtime.
Oh, really? Okay.
We're talking almost midnight.
Yeah.
For me to sit
Oh, my
at a
God. I'd be
football
asleep.
game,
Oh, yeah. Done.
It's like, are
Done.
you crazy? We're on a flight the next morning at 8:00. Yeah, so
That's a
we jumped in a
whirlwind.
little tiny
Yeah, but
car.
what a nice life. I'd like
That's
to do
a-
that.
Would you like to do
I'd like
that?
to sit in the box with Jerry. Is
I
what I
bet
wanna
you
do.
would.
Yeah. Now Jerry Jones was on the field with his daughter.
Okay.
Very gracious.
Not his wife.
No, it was it was daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
he
gotta be in
doesn't
her
seem to
50s
travel
too.
much
You
with the
think
wife.
it was his daughter?
Yeah. Let's just say it was his daughter.
Yeah, let's just say it was his daughter. That we'll
No,
go with that.
it was really his daughter.
Okay.
It was really his daughter.
You-
Well, we had amazing seats. I mean, we were
we
literally
sat
on the 30-yard line in the
next-
second
See,
row.
Yeah,
being in the stadium, being in the box is great, but
Yeah.
being
But you're
down
really
there
far away.
where
You're
you can
little
move
almost
and yell and
disconnected.
scream,
And we were down on the
I'd rather
field.
be.
Yeah.
We were literally down on the field right there. And the one thing that surprised me was the football players, most of them were actually smaller than I thought they'd be, except for the big
Linemen.
Yeah.
They were smaller than I thought
Yeah,
they would be.
I
I
would-
mean,
yeah.
they got arms like the size of my thighs.
All
but
their arms were big, but their bodies were. Yeah.
they look
so
like they look like fire plugs, you know?
Yeah.
And standing next to him on the field, I've got some incredible pictures where you have, someone that's 3 times my
Well,
size.
you're the same size as
Yeah.
the missus
Yeah.
here, so
Yeah.
that doesn't count,
Yeah.
you guys.
So that is a great way to go to a football game, and that's when I will go to a football game and watch a football game.
That's
Yeah.
really the only way.
Yeah.
Now, are you going to
should
go back
do
to
that.
Levi Stadium, you think, again?
Yeah, I'm sure we will
Yeah,
when they're
yeah.
back out here.
So in my entire years of watching sports, something happened I've never seen. When Kaepernick, their quarterback, came out for one play, the entire stadium stood up and booed at him. The wow is right, Justin. I mean, it was unbelievable.
I've never seen that or heard that. Kaepernick is their quarterback. and
He's the one that's all
Yeah, all
Yes,
tatted
right.
up.
And he's
they
just
benched
had
him
a
for this.
horrible season, and they benched him. And
We were
Gabbard, whatever.
got hurt. He got hurt for one play.
What's that? I don't
This
know.
is a woman's way of football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gabbard,
The guy
whatever.
with tats and the Gabbard dude.
We can identify them
Yeah.
with certain
Yeah.
characteristics.
Yeah.
But
And he did a good job.
they-
I mean, he managed the game really well, but then he got like knocked silly.
Right.
And so they took him out, and on
entire
walks Kaepernick,
stadium.
and the entire stadium booed him. I felt horrible.
Never seen anything like that. The only other thing I would say at Levi, the restrooms were hidden, which is interesting. They hid the restrooms from
That's
basically.
because all the unsavory hang around the restaurant.
Yeah, you had your probably own private restroom. and-
In the box.
yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the gold-plated toilet seat.
Oh my
Now,
God.
Just teasing.
what about the?
I just hold it
Can we
until
talk
we
about the
leave.
cheerleaders for a second? How were the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders? Gorgeous,
Yes.
and so were the San
They
Francisco.
were not. Well, of course, that's a girl talking, isn't it?
Can I?
I just.
This
I
is
just
public
blew it.
radio, so I have to be extremely.
We had
politically
booty
correct.
calls.
It's a family.
We
Right, it's
they're-
a family. But I would say from the waist down, they had like 30 cheerleaders. I never saw that
They
many
were
cheerleaders.
everywhere, and they were very distracting because they were right in front of
They
us.
weren't distracting to me.
I'm sure they were not.
No, but from the waist down, Justin, these girls, I never mind. It
Well,
was,
and the Dallas cheerleaders, they were not
never mind, Justin.
so skinny that you know.
Yeah.
No, neither
these
were.
These girls
They
were not
had
skinny.
some-
Yeah.
Yeah, which is the way it should be. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
a good representative
What's the
of what we
old-fashioned
how we
thing? A
wanna-
little junk in the trunk?
Yeah,
All
razor.
of 'em.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it was all junk in the trunk, but it was really
Don't take my line.
So this just really started with the remote.
Yeah, this
So
did start
you
with the
do
remote.
get to choose.
I don't get to choose anything. I just leave and go
Well,
to
see, I
another
have
TV.
my TV's in my TV is in our bedroom.
So is mine.
Okay,
And so I use that one. He can stay downstairs. I could care.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do we have this clear?
Yeah, we're
It's
clear.
all clear now.
We're
If
clear.
not, just call on
We're-
me.
I will.
I'll
We're
handle
clear.
it for you.
Stick
got
around.
it.
Don't go anywhere. You can join us on our next subject. The show is called He Said, She Said on KHTS 1220 AM. This station.
He
and-
said.
He said,
And
she
then
said.
she said.
You guys have the
She
best.
said, she said.
The best app. That phone.
Isn't
I mean,
it? Yeah.
it absolutely is a great app, and we need to plug that app.
Can
What
you
else?
believe how much information on sports we just talked about?
I think you were manipulated a little bit.
I totally
And I actually have to go
manipulated.
back to work.
Okay.
but we're
Thanks
good with
for
the
stop-
remote.
oh, we are
If you
very
need me
good.
again, I'm just listening.
You're
and
down
I'll
the
just
hall?
come in. I'll just come
Got
in.
it.
I'll just walk in.
What did you
Okay.
eat? Time out. What did you eat when you were in the
Ron.
suite?
I ate.
I wanna know-
Actually, the girl that doesn't eat meat ate a hot dog.
I had a hot dog too, and it was actually good. And I don't
was
eat meat
very
either.
good.
Yeah.
I think the
yeah.
not eating meat.
Did you get wine?
I don't. I was the designated driver.
Oh.
So I ate meat and I had a ginger ale. So I don't drink soda.
So if your husband's around, send him in
You had
here,
a
'cause I
wild
wanna
time.
I did. That was a
If
wild
your
time
husband
for me.
wants to get his man card back, send him in here. I'm going to talk to him about the remote control.
Yeah, let's talk.
All right, we got
Thanks, Jerry.
2 minutes to break. I also want to give a plug to my show, of course.
Here we go.
On 1
Plug
o'clock.
time.
No, seriously, 1 o'clock.
No, not seriously.
Seriously, 1 o'clock this
Robin,
Thursday. 1
Robin.
o'clock this Thursday. It's called Start a Biz. Here's the thing, I was thinking about it. Most people don't have access to meet people like you or Jerry. Our show, I'm going to bring on guests that, like you, are very successful and will help people understand that they can achieve a great deal of success. The average person doesn't have access.
Okay.
That's the show. It's called Start a Biz, 1 o'clock. Don't show up. Be there.
Don't show up. Be
Don't
there?
show up late.
Oh, don't
One-
show up late.
Yeah, be there at 1 o'clock. on
Okay. Well, that was
KHTS.
really a wonderful discussion about football.
Well, I thought it was.
I'm sure you
I would.
did.
I would love to spend more time with her about this. I'm into stadiums. I don't know. Is there a shrink out there? Call in.
Football.
Here's the number.
I'm
All right.
so done.
All right. We'll be right back, and we're going to get into a serious subject. What is it? What's the subject?
Perseverance. Why is it so challenging, and how in the world do we teach it?
I have a lot to say about that. We'll be
sure
right
you do.
back.